welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2018. I am Zetra, your host, and I'm joined by the magnificent vv248931404. Hello, Mew. How are you?
Hello there. I'm doing just fine.
Hello there. That's great. Great news. Okay. We have seen a lot of matches today. Let's take a look at 6 matches to be exact. We've seen Chile versus Australia, Korea versus Brazil, Hong Kong and Taiwan, the incredible match between Spain and Indonesia. There was Ukraine versus Malaysia, and Russia versus Great Britain. An array of great matches that we had. Without a doubt, my favourite was Spain versus Indonesia. We got a tiebreaker in there. It had to be my favourite. But right now, we're going to face Italy and Spain. So, without even going into the players, what do you think is going to be the result of the match for you?
You know, after that match versus Indonesia, I'm just rooting for Spain all the way. I didn't think they'd be able to take first place in their group, but I just really wish that they'll be able to pull through against Italy here.
Yeah, I mean, after that amazing showing in that match versus Indonesia, they've won a fan in me, obviously. I really can't say more. I mean, Spain has been strong, will stay strong, and I just want to see whether Italy can actually cope with that and then catch up to potentially bring it to a tiebreaker or just win right out. I'm very excited for this match. As you can probably tell, I just can't wait. Let's get right into it. And there we are. Is that our first warm-up pick right away? It might be.
And do not be deceived, I do feel like these teams are pretty even in terms of strength as well. Because we have some really diverse players on both sides here.
Yes,
a
absolutely.
A lot of mod capabilities coming from both sides here. As we can see,
disagree.
as we don't see a single no mod on the first warm-up here. Alvaro even going for hidden hard rock.
Oh man, I would never go into a warm-up with mods. I don't know why I wouldn't, but...
So we actually got some interesting playstyles to talk about on the side of Spain here. For one, there's Raiden, who's a full ult player at heart. There's hardly anything that he single taps really. And then we have Alvaro, who's actually a 3-finger player. Just like me. They're rare these days. I don't exactly get his playstyle completely.
Yeah, I think we talked about it earlier, how Alvaro actually uses some sort of permanent hat switch method with DDKK and the conventional style mixed together. I'm not too sure how it works, but it sounds great.
Yeah, his drum definitely looking a little funny there as well.
But talking about the actual warm-up at hand right now, Italy's taken the lead, even though there are quite a few drops right there. I'm actually doing really well. I mean, the lead is shrinking, but they do have it.
Well, this does seem like a warm-up to actually get in the mood.
Yeah, I think that actually wants to warm up.
Like, that just goes to show how serious of a match this is gonna be. Since they're not wasting their time picking anything just to have fun, just to troll a little, they'll actually try and get their hands warmed up.
Actually, you mentioned earlier how there may be an interesting warm-up coming from Spain, so I'm just going to say that this is Italy to pick, and then we'll see what happens after this
I was going to say that, yes, but then again, Alvaro is doing magnificently with that hidden hard rock, so maybe he's just that talented. I don't know, we'll see.
Anyways, even though the only B is coming from Alvaro, this, I think, is the most impressive showing for the first warm-up. Let's see what the second is. Oh, Yeah, okay, I remember now. Yeah, they did play that.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did? Yeah, I
they
wasn't
did.
here for that, unfortunately. But I did get to see this one in advance, and boy, is it a treat.
It sure is.
Are custom hit
Uh,
sounds enabled? I hope so.
yes, they are. Yeah.
I love how this goes along with their profile picture collab as well.
Well, I actually haven't seen it. I'll
I
have
think
to
they-
take a look later.
I think they did some political party collab, and this is like their theme
It's like
song
the
or
hymn.
whatever.
I love it. What's this AE about? Is that the noise that politicians mainly make? Is it that? I'm joining the craze, I can tell you that. Right, Spain's just getting the other players in to get them warmed up. Italy's not choosing to put in the other players though. Maybe they'll just stick to these two.
I really do hope that all the players have custom hit sounds enabled.
I hope so. Wouldn't be the same with others. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an intermission. Powered by the government of Spain.
Oh, there's no hit sounds. Oh wait, I think they're only in the second ki actually.
Yeah, I think they're coming in. Yeah, they will be there.
Alright, so this is just legit warm-up for now. And
If they wanted to play that, that is. I can't
I
believe
feel like-
there's a... Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, this stuff is like right up Iken's alley, I feel, because I do believe he's pretty good at high BPM stuff.
I mean, take a look at those HP, they talk for themselves. And even Spain's doing well on this, but, you know, it's their pick. So.
Well, to be fair, I think it's like HP 1 or something.
Yeah, they wouldn't be
Right.
there at that point of the map if it wasn't though.
Or HP 0 even.
That reminds me of
And-
my warm-up against Canada. Let's just not talk about that one.
Note how the party is also called PP.
Yep. Can't get any better. Well, it can, but just take a look.
It will get better, just
It
you
will.
wait until the hit sounds kick in.
¿Y la europea?
Yes,
¿Y la europea? ¿Y la europea?
here we go. Get ready for absolute madness.
¿Y la europea? ¿Y la europea? ¿Y la europea?
Es el vecino el que elige al alcalde y es el alcalde el que quiere que sean los
It just keeps going. Here we go. Oh
Yes! Yes!
god. Oh god. What is happening?
Can we turn that up, please?
The samples, they just don't end.
No, what happened?
There, the client froze and you still
Oh.
you still get to experience the map.
Yes! Yes! I'm voting. It's
just
still
keeps
going.
going. And Hanjamon with an incredible D pass.
Just do take
Still
a look at those curves, though.
Look at that HP bar.
I don't know what happened to Deku, but it's quite impressive to to fail on a HP1 map while still playing.
Maybe he didn't enjoy the joke.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Alright, let's get some rolls in.
Incredible.
Oh no.
That's you could.
We've
still
seen
lose.
everything. We've seen everything.
Yeah.
Okay, not grades, but that is decisive indeed.
That'll do. I do think Germany did roll a 1
They did.
during
Yep.
their match against Poland, so we've seen everything already. Now, what do you think Italy is gonna ban here?
Frankly, I'm not too sure. Spain is covering a lot of skills with their lineup, so they may want to cover something that their team's not too capable of keeping up with.
And they're going for double time. The fastest map in the pool.
Okay, that's interesting. Like
No, I can see-
we've seen Alvaro YL play Hidden Hard Rock in the warm up, so they may have wanted to ban something else, but okay, they'll go with that. Not doubting that.
Yeah, Italy is definitely a strong hard rock team, so a Helix ban does seem appropriate for this one.
It sure does. Alright, let's see the first pick.
Probably free mod, if I'll be quite honest.
Which one of the two do you think it is?
Not sure, I think they have a slight edge on both of them. Because their mod capability is just on par, almost on par with Canada's, I would say.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh boy!
Oh, you don't get to see that one too often. Hey,
Wait.
it's entrance.
Has this been picked before, actually?
It's been picked once. And I think it was by Indonesia.
Well, make that twice.
It's
I'm excited.
2
for
now.
this one.
I can't believe it. Right, are we going to see
No.
any player switches?
I don't
My
think
Tosk is coming in.
I don't know if I've seen Deku play Hidden before. I think he's more of a hard rock player, so
Well, let's find out. It is
no
possible they
switches so
could
far.
switch right now, but I don't see any.
Spain did switch, but Deku might just stay. I'm surprised.
Right, nothing changing. I guess this is how they're going to play.
All right.
Yep, here we go.
I lost track of how many versions of this song there are by
So
now.
I actually don't know. There's so many. I really like the very long one.
I still believe this is the easier of the two hidden picks.
Oh, hold on, I'm actually switching it up with L. So I'm taking the L there. But yeah, oh,
Alright,
we
and
do see a drop from
The
the Spanish
first
side.
drop coming from the player that was switched in specifically for this map.
Deco
Oh.
is struggling with those streams as we suspected.
Yeah, not too comfortable on this one.
See, that's why slow maps are scary and hidden, especially on 1/3.
I guess seeing how the group stage has gone so far, they were just hoping that they wouldn't be crazy enough to pick this map, but they weren't actually prepared for this one. So that probably caught them really off guard here. And it shows, because Deku is really struggling here.
Yeah, it does show. But props to them for, giving Entrance the chance to just appear on stage. Love that. Well, let's see. Maybe the tables turn after all.
Well, we're already 3/4 of the way.
Well,
through
okay,
the
the
map.
lead is quite sizable. There's no drop, so
I
do we
think
call
we
this
need,
a
we
point?
need to see a fail at this point.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Alvaro actually single tapping this map. Quite impressive.
Interesting choice, but okay. Or are they? I'm not too sure with that playstyle.
You don't know with Alvaro. He might just be playing pseudo DDKK for this one.
That's right. And I'm happy that everybody passed. You just get
Yeah.
to see a B, unfortunately, on the Italian side. So the first point is going to Spain. I guess they should have switched Deku out for that one specifically. But now they get to counterpick, so let's see what they have in store.
Ikun with the only FC though. Not too surprised there. He's a
props.
very experienced player. With pretty much anything you throw at him, he'll cope with. So I can see Italy going for something more technical here. Maybe caramel custard or one of the gimmick picks.
I would love to see Caramel Custard. It's one of my favourite maps in that pool, so I'm in for it.
Enjoyed the song.
Wow, okay. We got our next pick actually. Look at that.
That does make sense, doesn't it? Seeing how Spain banned out Helix.
Well, it does, yeah, but we haven't seen that map too often either, so I'm happy for it to actually appear on stream.
Yeah, this is really an anti-meta match here. In terms of map picks. Though, this is quite different from Helix, so... Not sure if whatever weaknesses they had on Helix that made them ban it also apply to this map, but we shall see.
What they will do though is switch Raiden into the match. Spanish side does play the tactics out really precisely. That's what Raiden alluded to when they played against Indonesia and then came into the commentator room, more or less.
Don't think we're gonna see any switches on the Italian side because both Ikun and Deku are pretty experienced hard rock players.
Yeah, that's right. They focus on hard rock. Why would they switch? So, yep.
And here we go.
Oop, machine gun. Are you ready?
Usually it happens with Dons, so this is a nice change of pace.
Score still tied.
Who will be the first one to drop their SS?
Oh, it's going to be Italy.
Deku and Raiden at the same time, pretty much.
Oh, did Raiden drop as well? Oh, we do have 2 double S's left, that's right, okay. But it seems as though Deku has tanked just a tiny bit more. Given the early lead to Spain, but it's so slight you won't really want to call it a lead.
Yeah, this one really tests your consistency.
That's right, you really don't want to drop
out. Oh, and we are flickering, but it's going back to Italy for now. Ooh, and Alvaro dropping their SS, so...
Living Ikun with the only double S in the room right now. Let's see how they cope with that.
Yeah, Ikun is really scary. Ikun is just really scary, especially in the tournament setting. He's been around forever, and there's really nothing he has no exploitable weaknesses, I would say.
That's right, that's
Yeah.
something that Spain actually mentioned when they were talking about their strategy. They were looking for weak spots, but Icon doesn't really give you any weak spots to work with. So yeah, they're actually working with this right now. Although the lead is still pretty much just thin air.
It's gonna come down to who. It's gonna come down to who misses first, I feel. If anyone's gonna miss at all. And Icon did drop their SS, but...
Oh, we get
Ooh.
misses from the Spanish side! Raiden! And Icon as well!
What is going on? Everything's falling apart.
Deco misses as well! This is huge!
Alvaro, hang in there.
2/3 in. We do get a good lead on the Spanish side. Both Italian players have dropped their combo. Raiden has as well. Alvaro is currently the pillar of the Spanish team. Once they drop, Italy has another chance, but it has to happen very, very soon. Otherwise, it's going to be too late for a comeback.
We do have one more Ki coming up here though, with some difficult patterning, so this could still turn the
does
tide.
drop.
What happened to Icon? No.
There's nothing to be dropped there. How did that happen? That's totally nerves, man. I really have to call it by its name. Well, the lead has become a little bit more sizable, and at this point I think we have to call it quits, especially with Deku missing at the end. Alvaro eventually loses their full combo, but I think at this point it doesn't really matter. The lead is just too big. And with a lead of 37,000 points, roughly, Spain will take that second point. No full combos on the board.
And the highest score coming from Alvaro, after all.
Yeah, that miss was so far in the end that it didn't really matter too much. Just a score. Ooh, we do get our next pick, and it is a hidden pick.
I mean, that does make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I personally have only seen this pick once. So I'm really happy that it's here.
So
Now,
Italy should really be swapping out Deku for this one, I feel.
yeah, Icon is going to handle that one, but Deku I'm not too sure.
He is more of a hard rock player after all. But let's see. Spain
The
did
comment
bring
that they
Nighthawks
left.
back in.
They did. Maybe they've come back into the mindset that you have to have for that tournament, because tournament nerves, they are a big problem. And I really hope that Deku is not too touched by that tournament nerve problem, because the comment that they left, yeah, it alluded that they were not going to switch out any player for Deku, and so they're actually playing the pick.
Yeah, that's pretty ballsy. And I guess you could say Mitrox has come back to life here for this match. For this
Sure
match.
has. Oh, there's early drops by Deku. That is not going to help Italy in the beginning. Now that I'm looking at this map, I can definitely agree that this one is the harder hit pick. Just for the fact that there's so many slide velocity changes.
And you haven't even seen the hardest part yet.
That's right, it's still coming up.
There's one really harsh SV change with a 1/6 triplet actually, towards the end, that I can see will trip up a lot of
no,
players.
it could have actually dropped in front of the screen. Icon getting a bad no block. That
This is not looking good.
Spain's holding strong, still having one double S by Mitros. They have really come to life.
Yeah, most definitely. Mitrox is just a phenomenal player all around.
They're
Especially with
sweeping
him.
this one. They do lose their double S, but these accuracies are pretty, if I may say so myself. Pretty. 99.92 at this point. By my trust, that is just only 100. As I say that,
It does
by the
overstream a little
commentator.
bit, but that shouldn't phase their team as a whole here.
Navarro has dropped combo, but Italy's not looking too much better here. And Ikon finding another miss. They're not getting to that 400 combo threshold.
Deku did get tripped up by that troll 1/6 here.
And that will give the third point to Spain with a pretty sizable lead. However, this
Italy
is
really has to live by the title of this song here if they want to bring it back.
that is right indeed. However, it is their time to pick the next map.
So maybe this is the point where they do start to come to life in this matchup.
I feel like some of the players on Italy's side haven't had the chance to come to life, but it is about time.
Yeah, especially for Spain's next pick here. Though the hidden maps are all exhausted at this point, so their biggest weakness might just be out of the park here.
What are Italy's options though? They will likely have to resort to Sonoma. I think we've covered both hard rock maps, one being banned, one being picked. They could go with 3 mod, but then Spain can counter that with it. So, oh, I like that choice. I really do. Going for a gimmick map here.
Yeah, that's what I predicted last time. That's really their best bet here because Spain's mod skills are they just seem to be too strong for them to cope with.
Let's see what they can make out of that. We get ham jamon. A lot of ham in that map right there.
I didn't actually know if I was gonna pronounce it that way when he did join the match, but so thank you for covering that one.
I already did this last match, so it's not a surprise anymore. But I'm completely associating ham jamon with the ham, so
I'm gonna have to go with it then. We've got Mytrox and Hanhamon playing this one.
is Italy going to stick with their lineup though? I mean, it's their pick. Maybe they want to. I'm not seeing any switches.
No, I feel like if they did want to switch out, they would have done it by now.
They would have done it, yeah.
And we're underway. Time to miss the first note.
Does that ever happen to you? First note miss on
It
that
happened to me when I played it for this group stage.
map? Oh well.
It happened to me on Going Under as well.
Blame low SV.
Raiden PM me about that, and we'll talk about it.
Believe me, at some point I'll just know those lyrics. I'm calling it.
The lyrics as well as the notes.
The notes I already have down. At least for the first bit.
Deku with the last SS in the room here.
They really want to bank on that one. They do have the accuracy lead. No drops just yet.
But really this map won't be decided until the very end.
That is right. The very end is the hardest bit.
Because you could just be tanking up to like probably 50,000, maybe not 50,000, but just a lot of points if you just completely forget what you were supposed to do during that ending, which is just cruel.
Deku does eventually drop their double S, but the accuracy is still stunning. It is enough to keep that lead up, but it's so slight, it's ever so slight.
Yeah, this lineup really proving to be effective here after all. This is what they've been waiting for.
Is this the start of the comeback for Italy?
They are coming to life here. Oh,
No,
I just
Deku!
want to say that!
You cucked it so hard, I can't believe it.
To be fair though, that was my first curse of the week, so I think I get a pass. It's not gonna happen again, I promise.
I'm biting my nails. I don't think this is over. Spain still has a lot of potential to drop here, and you said it yourself. There can be a lot of score missed out on at the end, and if Italy got that one down, they may just bring it back. A drop would help though. Oh, come on, my trust. Anybody? How come on, misses?
Oh my god!
I'm
How do
I'm
you
not
do it?
sorry at all.
How does he do it? See, this is all your fault.
Oh, Deku misses. The score's flickering. How come on, miss?
What is going on?
The lead's over to Italy side. Make trust finds a miss as well.
And Ikun holding on strong for Italy.
Ikun the madman.
Is Ikun gonna be the savior here?
Oh my goodness.
Is Ikun gonna be the centerpiece of the come to life background?
Will the headlights shine on Ikun? That and more you'll find out in the next episode of Us Taiko World Cup
They
2018.
certainly are right now, but there's one more hard part coming up.
There is indeed. Deku does drop at the beginning of the part. Hankamon
All
does have
eyes on
trouble as well.
Ikun. He's still holding on here.
Hankamon is struggling! That is huge! And they actually do
Man.
it! That's the start of the comeback for Italy. I'm so believing in it right now. Chat, let me know. Let me know. They're bringing it back, I know it.
Do you believe in the tiebreaker? Ikun has been awoken. An incredible FC. This would be very high up on the leaderboards as well. If he had played it on score V1.
Oh
That's
yes,
just
that's right, that's
incredible.
actually loved.
And performing like that in a tournament setting, that's just incredible.
Right, all eyes on the chat right now, in game, because we are going to look at the next pick, and it's going to be Spain's Tanair Biore. That
And
is
they
a
are banking on their
pick.
mod advantage here again. This is gonna be scary for Italy.
That's right, they will likely have to pick mods, despite them, you know, being behind in mod skill a little bit.
If they do have anyone in their roster who could potentially hit and hard rock this, then they might want to bring them in right about now.
I'm not sure whether Deku is going to, you know, they're not going to play Hidden Hard Rock, so I do you think that Ikun may do it? Or do you have somebody up their sleeve that they can bring in?
I do feel like it depends on what Spain is doing right now with their mods.
We can't see it, so that's a big surprise at the end then.
I do feel like Ikun is capable of doing it though. Whereas Deku, I feel like is just gonna opt for the hard rock.
That's what I advise them to do, in my opinion. Like, if I was Deku, I would definitely go hard rock. Not even banking on no mod to play it safe. No, I would go for hard rock.
Even if Spain does go for the double hidden hard rock, I wouldn't want Deku to get baited, because I do feel like hard rock is his best bet.
Yep, I do not want them to overcommit if they're going to play. We've seen Alvaro warm up with Hidden Hard Rock. I think they're going to pick that. With Mytrost, I do not doubt that they could do it. Maybe they want to play a little bit safer and just go for either of the mods, but I think they could do both.
I'd just be really curious to see what's happening in the lobby right now, because we had a similar situation with Argentina versus Chile, or versus Canada, I'm sorry, where there was one player that wasn't too confident with Hidden Hard Rock, but Canada did go for the double Hidden Hard Rock, and they were kind of forced to do it after all, so any advantage they could have had wouldn't go to waste.
Oh man.
Getting their GLs in the chat.
We're getting in there. We do see a double Hidden Hard Rock from Spain, a Hidden Hard Rock from Ikon, and Deku, luckily, goes for Hard Rock only.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, this is what I expected. I expected Ikon to do a little bit more commitment to the Hidden Hard Rock, even though it's out of their comfort zone, possibly. Deku is exactly doing the right thing.
I mean, what are you gonna do against that wall of Hidden Hard Rock? You just have to...
Oh no. You just have to hope that they break. But
Don't think that...
is very strong right now with that double S.
Don't think Ikon was planning to play this one with Hidden Hard Rock either, but I mean, you have to have at least one player doing it if you're walled by Hidden Hard Rock on the opponent's side.
Yep, the score advantages that you get from both mods is monumental, and having that twice, you have to balance it out, otherwise it's very hard to catch up on. Now, even if they don't full combo, they could still take the victory depending on what the accuracy is.
But the SV is still coming up here. And aside from that one early drop, except for that one early drop, we have not seen anything detrimental yet here.
The lead is not going to grow unless Italy drops. That's because of the combo cap. At one point you're just not going to get any more score depending on combo, it's all accuracy afterwards. But unless they reset, obviously.
The hard part is actually coming up towards the end, I feel. The hardest part is pretty much a repeat of what we saw at the beginning. Just some tricky 1/6 bursts. But I don't think it will matter too much at the end, because at that point the map will almost be over.
That's right. I think it's going to depend on that last Ki right now. If everybody keeps up their combo, this is going to Spain. If Spain drops, and this is a scary part because it's so slow, Italy does have the chance, but it has to happen during that Ki.
I feel like Spain would have to get a really big drop here to make up for the accuracy difference as well.
Accuracies across the board are looking great. There's a drop from above!
Oh my god.
The lead is shrinking!
This is gonna be close. This is gonna be really close towards the end here.
No misses from Italy.
And there's those 1/6.
No, drops from Ikon!
Man.
No, come on. They almost had it. They were getting there.
Well, I didn't see the scores actually get too close, and that was pretty much because of the mod advantage they had as well. But they did put up a good fight towards the end there.
Definitely
Ikon
cannot deny that.
Ikon was definitely not too comfortable with that mod combination, but it's just intimidating when you see all of your opponents slapping on those two icons.
Yep, that's out of their comfort zone, but I do respect the commitment. So chat, please help me there and pay your respects to the Italian team for giving up their comfort zone for a good fight. I think that's really commendable. And after all, the player switch that didn't happen on Italy's side, it did pay off. Deku did have a full combo with a great accuracy as well. Sadly, not
Oh
quite
yes,
enough.
definitely. So Spain actually taking number 1 in their group? Definitely something I'm happy to see. I think Spain really does have the potential to go pretty far in this.
They've improved so much, honestly. Right, there will be one more match coming up fairly soon in about 20 minutes. This one's going to be Portugal versus Canada. Any predictions just yet?
Well, Portugal being a newcomer to this entire tournament, they've had some really strong players emerging in the last year or two.
That
I
is
don't
right,
know if-
yeah.
I don't know if they're quite experienced yet to keep up with Canada, who's been going strong for like 3 years at this point.
Well, I feel like Portugal is actually catching up with the player base. They may not be quite there, but they are getting there. The problem is, Canada has tournament experience beyond belief, and Portugal, with that being the first time, they may have to, to cope with the emotions during the tournament, and that is potentially a problem while they are playing. But I do hope for the best for Portugal. It's surely going to be a very interesting match. So please, chat, do not turn this stream off. We're going to be taking a break. However, it's not going to take long. We're going to jump right into that match as soon as we head back. And also, after this match, there is going to be the round of 16 map pool showcase. So stay tuned, and we will be right back.
See ya.
See you then.
And we're back for the last match of this group stage.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. This is the last match between Portugal and Canada. Now, I've seen the chat while we were taking our break, and there were a lot of Brazilian fans. That's what I saw. So I figured, hey, let's ask the staff whether we could see some of that. And what I got was, well, you can watch Portugal. It's the same language, right? So now we're here with Portugal versus Canada, and I hope that makes you happy because it does fill my heart with joy. Now, this is indeed the last match of the group stage, which will be followed by the round of 16 map pool selection. Or no, not selection. The showcase. My apologies, but
No, it's been selected. Yes.
it has been selected.
It better be.
Well, you never know with map pool selection. Some of that can be very,
Wow.
short.
Throwing shade.
Telling from experience, that is.
I'm definitely happy to see Portugal just for the fact that this is their first time participating in this format.
That is right. It's Cup, and I think for that matter, we should definitely introduce the players, right?
Alright, well, the main player to look out for definitely on Portugal's side is Baby Snakes, who's been going crazy lately with his speed and also mod capability as well. Now, many people might actually tell you that Baby Snakes is in fact the fastest player in Europe.
Oh,
But
I've heard that.
That's up to you to decide, really.
Isn't there some sort of rivalry with another player?
A certain player from Finland, you mean?
I think that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not in this tournament, actually. I was very surprised that they're not playing.
Yeah, everyone kind of wanted to see the Portugal versus Finland matchup. Unfortunately,
right?
yeah.
Certainly not happening, but well, you can't change those plans. So no Portugal versus Finland, but Portugal versus Canada, I think is going to be just as interesting of a match. Again, we talked about Baby Snakes being the vital part of the Portugal team. Of course, there are other players, and I don't want to keep any information from those. So let's. Hello? Am I back?
Huh? Yes?
Okay, here we are. Okay. I do not want to keep any information from you, the viewers, about the Portuguese team. So here we are. Baby Snakes we talked about. Very fast player. DDKK actually. They have some proficiency in hidden, but it's definite that their main moveset is revolving around double time. Sometimes easy double time, but that's not too relevant in the tournament setting. We've got Shinzui, who is a hard rock player. Their reading in hard rock is quite exceptional, which guarantees their spot in the team. Then we had, well, I'm just going to call this Meow Cat, right?
Yeah.
They're a no-mod player. Therefore, they will be vital in any kind of base scenario, such as no mod maps and also free mod maps. Free mod does not require you to pick any mod. Then there's Jaime Costarino, arguably the second best player in the team.
Hi, Costarino.
What? Well, anyways, they're good hidden and hard rock player, so we can definitely put their skill set towards reading. That's for sure. Hidden is a hard reading one, hard rock is a hard reading one, and both in combination do not face Jaime Costarino either.
Hi, Costarino.
Oh,
I'm
hey
you.
Mew, how are you? Well, and finally there's Black Pet as well, a nomad player which will definitely cover the same skill sets as Meow Cat in this matchup or in this roster if you want. Generally, I'd say that they're covering all skill sets, however with double time they want to watch out. One player may not be enough to get them through this match. Now, Mew, why don't you tell me about the Canadian team? I mean, we're familiar with them a little bit more than Portugal, but I still want to know about them, so it's your turn.
Before I get into that, I just wanted to mention what someone in chat just pointed out, Shinzui has actually been the #1 Portuguese player for a really long time. I've seen him set scores on converts like ever since I started, pretty much. He's been around forever. So
Oh, wow.
that's probably another advantage they might have.
Well, I'm sorry, I
Is he-
should have given you more credits.
He's pretty experienced. Now, most of his scores I have seen on converts. I'm not too sure about his skill on modern maps necessarily, but we shall see. That's the surprise of it. Then for Team Canada, I think you should all be familiar with them by now. They're just a force to be reckoned with, really. Their mod capabilities off the charts. They're probably the single most well-rounded team in the entire tournament. We got Vlad, who is an amazing double-time player. He's amazing at 1/6 when he needs to be. He can play hard rock. I'm not too sure about his hidden, but there's more than enough players to make up for that as well. Got Janitor, who can play pretty much anything, whether it be hidden, hard rock, hidden and hard rock. Carter Freak, also known as Tasha. Yeah, same as Janitor pretty much, just with a different playstyle. Then Fudgy King, he's been around for a long time as well. His full ult is amazing. He can go really, really fast. I'm not too sure if he's as confident with mods as some of the other players on their team are, but he can definitely make up for that with no mod. And then Yuno, who has been around probably the longest actually out of their entire team. Also a really versatile player, amazing at hard rock, really, really good reading, gimmicks as well, I believe. So yeah, there's really no weak spots to be exploited on Canada's side.
Yep, that's a fantastic roster. We've seen it plenty of times. But, you know, Portugal is facing the first time in the tournament, so I think this is giving us a new perspective to look, well, on the Canadian team, because this is something we've never seen, this sort of matchup. So, I'm staying excited. I'm definitely rooting for Portugal, because you know me. What is your opinion, Mew?
Always root for the underdog.
That's right, that's my man, that's exactly what I was thinking. Okay. Right. With that, I think our first map as a warm-up is going to be the Star Super Shredder by newborn Clive. C-Live? Cleve? I don't know how you pronounce that one. But a prominent mapper, I think from Hong Kong. Does have a lot of map.
Oh, yeah. He's one of the best mappers in the game, in my opinion.
I can definitely agree with that, yeah. Even though they're not too represented in the ranked map scene, that doesn't mean too much about, it doesn't tell you too much about the skill of a mapper, honestly. They have great unranked and great unsubmitted maps that I can just recommend. I think they are on their profile, just give it a look. You'll find quite a lot.
Especially the maps with this specific difficulty name. That's
Yep,
just
that's
a
right.
seal of quality right there.
Seal of approval by the mapper themselves. I love that.
It is quite the nightmare to look up though, if you haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Usually I just type in XN or something like that, and usually that gives me
Yeah.
most of the results I'm looking for. Luckily. I think if it wasn't for the X's, it would have made everything much harder. Although you could type in n.t or something like that, but you never know where the dot is, and it's just confusing.
Especially with the website making it pretty hard to look for anything that doesn't only feature letters.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Now I have seen this song quite a bunch, but I've never actually seen this rendition of it. This map.
I'm actually more familiar with it in standard. There's a pretty known cherry blossom map on this one. Don't know whether you've heard about
Which
it.
Ikoro actually has a taiko difficulty on, I believe, and that's the one I'm most
does it?
familiar with.
Oh, okay.
It
I
might
actually
be
had no idea. I have to look it up.
it might be its own set though, I'm not sure.
It would make sense, but they're French, so... I'm just going to say that that's true, that it's one set.
Can we DT
Can
this?
we-
You probably could. You
The
probably could.
Typical baby snakes. Right, so it's a little bit of a debate on who's going to play. They wanted to switch in Shinsui right there, but the intention was to actually have Pai and Cotarino in the match.
Looks like it's gonna be Shinsui after all. How brutal is this rendition gonna be, I wonder? I feel like NACL has a tendency to make his maps at least sort of playable.
But still staying challenging, and I love that about them.
Yeah. With a song like this, it's really tempting to just go all out and just make a completely ridiculous map that only a few people could pass.
Yeah, Leaf is just the kind of artist where this is made possible in every single song, you could argue.
Really good time to show off Baby Snake's skills here.
That's right, they're holding strong. I would have never in my entire life hit that note. Shinsui's not playing, I'm questioning their choice to actually put them in there for the warm-up. It feels like a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, especially seeing how Hi, I'm Costarino.
Oh, I'm Zesha. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Is probably their second strongest player on their team, so maybe he's practicing some of the
maybe
actual maps from the pool in the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're practicing privately. We do not want to see a rage quit during the warm-ups. That's not a good sign.
This is gonna be really close. Who's gonna get the highest score here?
Oh, she's doing just below 8% accuracy.
But he's getting there. He's gonna come back to life any minute now.
Looking at the HP, like the main player's HP bars, they are looking quite even.
And Vlad
comparing that
pull
to
ahead.
that is right, but comparing that to Canada, it does mean a lot. Genitor's skill and Baby Snake's skill can be compared one-to-one in this score screen right here. They're very close for this specific kind of map. Let's see where Canada has taken it. If that was not their warm-up pick, let's see where Canada has taken it for the warm-up. Oh, it was Canada's pick, actually.
And Baby Snake still outperformed Janitor on their own warm-up. That just goes to show
Yeah, a
that he
perfect
can go.
display of their speed.
That he can really go head-to-head with Canada. Is this a French title? From a Portuguese team?
Ooh, cowbell intensifying, okay.
Yes. Is this a French title with a Portuguese difficulty name?
I'm not looking forward to this at all.
A real banger.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Actually, at this point, I can't tell which language this is.
Wait, hold on. I do have link click on where this is coming from. The source of the song.
You do? Please do share.
Actually, no, that wouldn't make any sense at all. No. I think the title alludes to something that should not be touched on. let's not talk about it. Haim Costarino is now in the lobby.
Hello, Costarino.
Oh,
Good to
hello,
see you.
Mew.
Why do I feel like these lyrics are inappropriate? I'm just getting this
Well,
vibe.
I
Yeah.
feel like we have to go into freestyle censoring here again, and I'm not looking forward to that either.
Do we have a beep soundbite ready? To bleep out any bad words?
I want. You know that I'm technically a walking jukebox, so I do that myself. But I did this before. I'm not looking forward to it.
We might have to censor the title. Because I believe that's where the profanity lies.
Yep. Do we have like a black bar that we can put above the first two words?
Just put the chat over the banner.
Do you know what? Just take that that Pipidon image that you had earlier. not the one that you know what I'm talking about, but the single drum one. Put it over the title. Can we do that?
I think we can. Not sure if we're gonna get it in time.
Production value is too low. I'm sorry, guys. What is this? Can we please move on? Yeah, that's better. Great. Good job.
Perfect. See, that's a good Christian title. With me.
Oh no! Look at the difficulty name. It's just like a bad transcript of what it sounds like when they're
Yeah.
saying it.
Taiko with me. That's what the song title is, right? Play
I
Taiko
think
with
so.
me.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
it
pretty
means.
much. Can I get some? Can I get some colon D in the chat, please? Oh no! It lives. It's alive.
Yeah, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup growth stage.
The grow stage. Can't believe this is the second time we're listening to this album. We haven't even started looking at the map. I don't want to imagine what the map's going to look like, by the way.
No, White Claw, what are you talking about? It's clearly Play Taiko with me.
Wait, I think somebody's still downloading.
Yeah. Portuguese internet.
What is it doing?
It's expanding. It's taking over. Help.
We're out of control. We're not doing this. Help!
The all-consuming dawn. Get your colon D's in the chat.
We've peaked. This is the pinnacle.
Thanks, Portugal.
Alright, I hope we can get into the match
Alright,
now.
are we all set? I don't think I can handle much more of this. I think everyone's starting to go insane, not just us.
Yeah, they're going to get me to dance. And honestly, I don't want to dance to that song. This song is sponsored by Nico Nico Duga.
What if Portugal intentionally did not pass out the warm-up to all of their players in advance just so they would take forever to download it? And they saw all of this coming.
Now you're getting into conspiracies. Come on.
That's what listening to this song on repeat does to you.
The French Mason, what does it mean?
And we killed it. Everyone has left the room. Janitor is swept again.
Too good. We haven't even started. Already swept the entire team. Not even Portugal, but everybody.
Well, with how long this took, Janitor probably assumed the show was over, so he did what he did best and cleaned up after himself. Enjoy the halftime show.
You know, thinking back to my reactions on the Big Black remix, I think I'd rather prefer that.
Oh, that's the first time I caught that. That's also very inappropriate. I'm not gonna repeat it. I don't know if you just caught that, but
my friend's Rusty. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry.
I almost feel like he should be wearing a sombrero.
Alright, guys.
Well,
So, as we're having difficulties.
This is Portugal's claim to fame in their first year participating. That's quite the legacy.
That's why they joined the match, played an inappropriate song, Crash Banjo. It can't get any better than this for a starting match for a premiere in the World Cup. Right, so as long as we're having difficulties, let's just... How about we draw the attention to our chat for now? So, I don't know whether you have any favorites. You know our favorite for this particular matchup. So, let me know who you are rooting for. If it's Portugal, give me a P. If it's Canada, give me a C. See, it's not just digits, Happy Steak, it's not just digits. Well...
Look what you've done. It looks to be pretty even, actually.
It does look mixed, yeah. And I like that, I really like that.
Who's afraid of the big P?
You do realize what you just said.
I was just reading chat. I'm innocent here. I swear. Oh, Grimbo, you don't want to know what's happening. But you've missed quite the show.
Big C, I have to say, is just even worse. Right, guys, if you happen to have any questions that are not They're not about the current situation. Just let us know. We'll try and answer those to the best of our ability.
Yeah, you really got me there, Puffbuck. Damn you.
Breakfast last Tuesday. I actually had full English.
Jeez, Tuesday was too long ago.
What do you need to do to make a Belgian team? Well, first of all, somebody has to be the captain. I'm sorry. Somebody has to be the captain, and there have to be enough players for there actually to be a Belgian team. So if you got, I think the threshold is 4 players. If you got those, what am I talking about? It's 2 players. As soon as you have 2 players with the new format, you're able to form a team. Now somebody is going to be the captain, and the captain gets the player list. And with that, they will be able to form a team. The captain signs that team up, and then you're part of the World Cup. Nifty asks, can I be in the TWC? Well, is that up to us? Yes it is, you can't. Nah, just kidding.
What is directly to your right?
A window in a wall.
Oh my god, same!
What, really?
Yeah!
Wait, hold on, can I look through? No, you're not on the other side.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Maybe we are the same person after all. Our cover has been blown, we have to quit.
Actually, to the right of me is Zatera over here.
Oh hey, how are you?
Hey, hi Costarino.
Hey Costarino. Okay, this is getting too meta. Let's just... Are there any more questions? Can I get better at taiko? Of course you can. There's always room for improvement, even if you are at the top.
What you want to do is get your patent pending BFKB 113 PBK for just for just $45 plus shipping.
Maximum sellout. Speaking of which, very soon there will be profile banners through which you can actually support your team passively. You just have to spend a little bit, tiny amount of money, $2.50, and you'll be able to represent the team that you want to represent right on your profile. You don't have to do anything else, just select your team, pay the amount, it'll be on your profile, and it looks absolutely stunning.
And if you do happen to support the team who ends up winning this tournament, then it'll actually stay for a while longer on your profile.
Right, I got a question. Zetra, what's your thoughts on the #1 German player not playing in this tournament?
Well, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I just have to say, I'm pretty sensitive, and they may be the same as mine. They may not be the same as mine.
What are
I've
your
accepted
thoughts?
it for what they are, whatever they are.
Yeah, wherever he may be and whoever he may be.
Anyways, we now have players back in the lobby, finally, after, what was that, 25 minutes? Naughty Bancho. Well, anyways, it looks like Canada's not with us anymore, it's just Portugal.
They've taken over.
This threat actually worked. Was this like a Todd Rogers speedrun?
Oof. Winning the match in just 5.51 seconds.
25 minutes to beat out one of the favorites in the top seed. What an impressive first showing of Portugal.
I know, right? This is the first and only impression people will have for a while.
Portugal, yeah, that's right.
So this is what they'll be known as now.
Actual glitch gremlins.
You're just dishing out all the references today.
That's right, I have to cover them. Oh no. Guys, the things that we're seeing, I swear to God, we're not doing anything on accident here. No, I'm not supposed to talk about it, it's, yeah. What do you mean I don't get breakfast if I talk about that? The basement? No.
So it looks like we're skipping the warm-up after all.
Well, I figured that all of those players that are supposed to play right now did get to practice a little bit while everybody was offline. So we'll just take that for granted. If they haven't, and they're not playing, they still have that time to be invested into warm-up, rather than having it on, on screen. I don't know whether I'm, filled with grief because I didn't see that French song. I'm happy about it.
At least we won't get banned.
That's right.
Yeah, I think we all wanted to see it, but actually, wait. I think the map is still up. I think it's still up for debate.
Oh no.
Wait a minute.
Who's responsible for this?
Wait just a minute.
Oh no.
And we're back. I think we're gonna see the return of an old friend for this one. There's only one way to do this song justice.
Where have we gone? This isn't even Taiko anymore.
He's going along with the lyrics at this point.
No, I'm done.
What an
I'm out of here.
ending.
I'll see you later, guys. I
What
need
an
a break.
ending to this group stage.
Wait,
And-
what? Are
Wait a
you
minute.
kidding me?
First of all, this background is impeccable.
Yeah,
For
I'm
this
glad
one.
it's actually shifted so that you don't see the lower half and the upper half. Now let's address the elephant in the room right now. Why on earth would you play Flashlight?
Well, Yuno has been playing Flashlight for almost 8 years. Pretty much. And it really just adds to the whole...
Well,
to
I
whatever
guess.
this song stands for at this point. What? What is going on?
Oh my goodness. Let's just, yeah, let's make a new plan for the round of 16. Whenever somebody's just not on par and don't want to be seen, you know what you have to do, right?
You know what you have to do.
No.
Just improvise flashlight over their entire screen.
What is Baby Snakes even doing?
Well, he is one of the fastest single tappers.
Yeah, this is not surprising, but it's, I don't know. I'm not going to get over that.
Never, Dargan. Never. I'm sorry.
Baby Snake's still just playing finishes.
I'm really glad he's in the top left spot for this as well.
Yeah, just for the hit sound galore.
The map is actually pretty tame.
What's that about Baby Snakes saying that the song is too long?
Yeah,
How
we're
long
only
has this been going on? We've been here for half an hour. Nothing has changed.
Clearly, guys, our schedule has just been inaccurate for the longest time. This match actually started at 18:30 UTC. So we're just on schedule with the warm-ups.
Yeah, we kind of shifted the schedule for the last match because, first of all, we knew that Bunch is going to have trouble. Wink, wink. Secondly, this is actually a completely staged and planned execution right here. I'm sorry to spoil it, but
It's all been scripted all this
it's
time.
all been scripted. Taiko is scripted.
There's that lower half.
If you want proof, take a look. You see that?
Right there. We're ahead of schedule, actually. We're 1 minute early.
Now, if you take a very close look, but I don't think it's possible due to the resolution, if you take a very close look, above that verses in the last one, you're going to see a very, very fine print where it says, well, this is planned. And what is planned as well. It's on the schedule. Anyways, we do have our roles. Oh no. Okay. Portugal's legacy is going to expand just a little bit with that 2 role. And we're going to see the first ban by Canada. No, wait.
No, I think
Yeah,
no,
Portugal.
Portugal has to ban first.
Yeah, the first pick by Canada. My apologies. Banning the whole map will just adds to the experience. Ah, and there's Come to Live actually being banned.
He's banning Jesus from this match. But I think Jesus has left us a long time ago.
Yes,
So
that's when
that's
when
appropriate.
a certain dad backwards long jumped him into the sun. Anyways, Penguin is going to be the second round that's being banned. Fair choices, considering that Canada does not want to play any consistency-based pick, which is not too difficult for them or for Portugal. Because that's exactly when mistakes happen, if you don't expect them. Anyways, we're straight getting into the thing that we want to see. Baby Snakes playing Portugal. Yeah. Baby Snakes playing double time. And I'd expect Vladyushko to play double time as well. There you have a nice matchup over there, and the rest is going to be decided in just a second. We do have Hayam Costarino in there.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Let's just see what
Canada trying to
say.
get it over with as quickly as possible. Because this is the shortest map in the pool.
It's the usual procedure. 36 minutes of warm-up. It's actually more on the lower side.
Triple time coming in laser. Don't worry about it, baby snakes.
No, don't spoil the fun.
I'm sorry!
Nobody knew that. Oh,
That wasn't
great.
public yet? Oh man.
No, it wasn't.
Coming along with 1/5 snapping. So get ready for that. I appreciate the input, Mango.
Well, actually, let me just get my knee.
One knee.
I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
I mean, you are to the right of me, so.
What's that kind of reaction? I expect tears. We've known each other for a couple of days,
Yeah.
maybe 200,000-300,000. And oh no, let's just we're getting right into the match. I want to see this one.
Oh
So
man.
that will have to wait.
Don't leave me hanging like this.
That will have to wait. I'm sorry. Should have done that during the warm-up. Anyways, we do get a drop from Baby Snakes up.
Yeah, what happened there?
Maybe missed input, the dropped input. My main excuse to go to when we were playing Tetris. Anyways, looking at those accuracies, I'm actually not surprised, but I'm very impressed by the Canadian accuracy at this moment. Both sitting at 99.83, while Vladyushko just dropping below that, but still very commendable accuracy. On the Portuguese side, it's looking a little bit more coarse, but they're not too far behind.
I would have loved to see Fudgy King full ult this.
Although Baby Snakes is actually struggling quite a bit with accuracy. That is one of the downsides of playing a DDKK or similar playstyle.
Yeah, I don't
Some
know what
people play
happened
with
there.
these. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe wrong offsets, something like that.
Wrong resolution.
I mean, I hope they're not playing in the resolution that we're seeing right now, because that seems mental to me.
No, they're more of a 4:3 resolution player. I think 5:4 even. Which I still have no idea what that looks like, but it's like his thing.
Actually, fuck checking, ending up with 1/100, Vladyushko with 2/100s. Very impressive accuracy, very impressive showing. Just making sure that they're picking the right things, and they proved it right there.
Yeah, really, Baby Snakes is just supporting Team Canada with that C. Remember how you said to get your P's and C's?
Oh, I see.
And that just goes to show who he's rooting for.
Although the other scores were A, S, and S, so I don't know what the message is going to
What's
be.
the implication here? Looks like we are gonna go under though.
Go on the
With
what?
Australia even playing.
Certainly not down under, that's for sure.
Seeing how okay, he's back. Seeing how Baby Snakes is an easy DT player, I feel like this is more up his alley.
Yeah,
The
really
lowest
wise,
speed.
I don't think they're going to struggle at all.
Are they gonna switch out Costarino though? I'm not sure how well he does with gimmick maps.
If I can interpret that Lego comment as them actually playing, then I'm intrigued. And it seems as though they are going to play. Well, they sure have a reason to put Haim Costarino right in there. So let's see.
And while we're talking about player switches, I just wanted to clear up that yes, we did know that Italy was a two-man team. We
Man,
just
I was
wanted...
going to tweet about it. Well,
You were? Ah, I'm sorry.
I'm still gonna do it. Right. So there are a couple of things that you can note when playing this map. One is, obviously, there's a very low slide velocity, which is being paired with high BPM, causing a very uncomfortable situation for either player. Although it is quite fun to be challenged that way. Now, the thing I don't like about this map, it's the transitions between sliders and slow velocity parts. This is exactly what makes it hard. And I think the most trip-ups are actually connected to those transitions.
Costarino did drop his SS that he's been holding for a while. Meanwhile, Canada is just
And in the meantime, we're still seeing 2 double S's from the Canadian side.
actually undefeatable. Costarino actually missing a bunch of ticks on that slider, which does make quite the difference on score V2.
It does cost them, indeed. All players have dropped their double S. The accuracy's all around the border, so pretty nice. Baby Snakes is a little bit behind. With front 2. Oh no, the break by Ham Costarino is going to cost them.
Everyone has dropped their SS. So no bragging rights, unfortunately. But this one is gonna go to Canada.
Wow, I think that's a 1-100 score by Janitor. It's by you can see the accuracy it's right up there. It's just right what they need for any kind of match. But the other team's accuracy is not bad either. Haim Costarino has 99.45%. Of course, Baby Snakes does like a little bit behind, but they've got a full combo, so they're actually very close to the 1 million mark too. This result actually does a great job at showing how Score V2 is actually in favor of accuracy rather than full combo, because Baby Snakes does have that S. I'm there in the lead.
And from one gimmick map right to the next one. This one's much harder as well. You can really just hope that Portugal has practiced this one quite a bunch. Not sure how Baby Snakes feels about gimmicks.
For this one, I don't really have a prediction either how they're going to do. The last one was okay, but it was a completely different skill set, even though both were gimmick maps. So in this case, I really can't make any predictions.
I feel like at this point anyone could be playing this map. Everyone's seen it so much.
Most likely, yeah. I mean, I'm still going to say that I'm struggling with the last bit, but everything else, you get used to it.
I couldn't actually tell you what the last pattern is because I've never practiced it.
No, once those mirror patterns are over, I don't know. I'm out of there. Like I can still read those, but that's the end of my rope.
Yeah, this map is also pretty ancient, as Darkin said. It was like one of the first major gimmick maps, I believe. One of the first blow your mind kind of maps.
I do remember it as such. Yeah, can agree.
Which is something that Fierce likes to do a lot. Just blow your mind with what he comes up with.
Yeah, sometimes it's gimmicks, sometimes it's just sheer difficulty. The First Force maps are infamous for their high difficulty, even though maybe the star rating may not show as much. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it just doesn't. But it's still considered a a metropole or a monopoly of really hard difficulties.
Oh, calm down there, baby snakes.
Hold on, baby. Snakes. Machine gun. Okay, here we go.
Are you gonna sing along?
No, I still can't. But we'll get there. We'll get there. You know that I'm good at memorizing that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, this map is going to be difficult because of, well, the very evident stack notes. But there's more to it. There are scrolling parts, and there's stack parts.
I really enjoy watching the score pulsate like that.
Oh yeah,
During
when
this
it's timed,
intro.
it's just beautiful.
It goes along with the beat so nicely. And it's still
Most
tied.
of the time, yeah. We do get a accuracy lead on the Canadian side. I have to say that the lead is very slight. I would not call this a lead, but statistically, obviously, they're ahead. Now, any drop could turn this match around significantly, and we've not seen any hard parts yet, like in relation to other parts of the map. We do get a miss from Meowcat, and this is going to give a good, proper lead to Canada.
I was really rooting for Meowcat as well,
Oh, I was as well.
because this is his first map ever, I believe. At least the first one that's being streamed.
Now here's a mixture between scrolling and stacked. Baby Snakes is being thrown off by this combination. I'm not blaming them, it's really hard. But Canada, look at that, accuracy.
Unbelievable.
Not even faced in the slightest.
To be fair, it is quite tricky to read that section just because it's like you're watching a game of tennis. You go from left to right all the time.
Some more drops on the Portuguese side. I do not like that outcome.
I believe the nerves are getting to him just a little.
That may
Especially on this
very
map.
well be the case.
It's such a hard map in a tournament setting.
Everybody's prepared for those very speedy SVs. Okay, does find another drop.
Baby Snakes, probably the only DDKK player to not get tripped up by these. I've seen so many misses on that. On those
Still
1-8.
doing so well. He's doing
Oh,
so
but
well
there
on that
goes
bit.
Bruno.
So, dust drop. Then just still with the double S. Oh, that's a shame. Meowcat did so great on that bit.
Meanwhile, Janitor is just unstoppable.
Dude, if Janitor's going to get the double S, no, I'm not doing any dares. But I believe in it.
I predict that the last two notes are gonna ruin it.
Did see a drop of Baby Snakes. The point's very evident. My eyes are on Janitor's accuracy right now.
Look at those flashing notes.
This is a very hard gimmick. I'm not surprised by those misses.
But Meowcat nailing
Meowcat
it.
is actually doing it. Just we say
Janitor.
that.
Oh boy.
That's it! No!
He
I
dropped
think they dropped it!
He did!
No way! Oh my god! Oh.
It just had to happen. No.
Oh man, we haven't seen a
That
double
was
S
the
on
last
this.
shot. Yeah, that was our last shot at a double S on this. Man, did I do that? Is this my fault?
No, I'm not blaming you. No, I said that this was it. So
I'm sorry.
just getting that intel in. We did actually have a double S on this map. Only one.
We did?
We did. Who do you think SS this one? I don't think that you know the name, but
Oh, I looked it up just
happened.
now.
nah. It's actually a South
surprising.
Korean player.
Yeah, Metal Stream SS this. I don't know if that was on stream actually.
No, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been streamed.
Yeah, Metal Stream, another up and coming player.
Crazy improvement over this last year.
Are we having technical difficulties again?
I do not accept any technical difficulties right now. I'm not going to go through any more Don dance sessions. I had it.
Oh god, I think Baby Snakes might have left the room. Janitor might have swept them up. No. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. Okay, good. We just dodged the bullet here.
Definitely a part of the Canadian strategy over here.
Bring me the memes. It's hard without the warm-up song playing.
We don't talk about the meme warm-up song. We don't. Well, while we are solving this issue, I want to start a debate on whether it's called Hanjamon or Hanjamon.
Oh my god.
Now, I think this is hard to put into chat, so I don't think I can ask chat for their stance on it. So I'm going to ask you, Mew, what do you think is the intention?
It's gotta be Hanjamon, right?
I mean, it's too obvious not to be, you know?
Does it actually mean ham or whatever you said?
I think it's spelled a little differently due to accents, accentuation, but I'm definitely saying Hanjamon. Oh, look at that, baby snakes in the chat.
Oh,
That is a
he's
good
alive.
sign, very good sign. Right, and our next pick is going to be Cinderella Syndrome, which does surprise me.
No, I don't think he got silenced. But there was definitely the chance of that happening when Bancho sends out 5 messages at a time.
That's right,
Because
when Bancho's lagging behind and then catching up at some point, any message that's been sent while the user is technically still not disconnected is just going to shoot out at the same time, and that can cause silences. These are being reverted, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, it's happened to me
we
before.
really don't want any silences during a TWC match.
No, we've had enough of that.
Yeah. Or any match really.
Alright, but yeah, it's a surprising pick as you said, seeing how Baby Snakes has been struggling with his accuracy.
Not only that, but Canada's very strong in hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, either bring in a lot of confidence, or, well, I don't know what
gonna curse you
what
this
their
time,
perspective
Janitor.
is.
Sorry, but I'm not gonna curse you this time, Janitor. Don't worry about it. Yes, the match did indeed start at 18:34 UTC.
That's right, we had a little bit of an intermission, all scripted, all planned. So we decided to start the match at 18:34. Right, let's get right into this one. Again, I'm very surprised by this pick. There already is an accuracy lead on the Canadian side. Now this is long enough of a map for there to be some surprises. However, with Shinzui missing right here, that is definitely going to give the early lead to Canada. And if they keep this up, that's what they have right now with 2 double S's, it's going to be hard for Portugal to actually go back to.
Wouldn't that be a way to go out though, with a double S?
It would, in a way it would, yep.
I mean, it's gonna make up for the lack of a powerful song as the last pick of this group stage. I've been told that some players could actually fall asleep to this song while playing.
Well, I hope Portugal's not part of that, even though they both dropped at the same time.
Baby Snakes being prone to falling asleep during maths either way.
Yeah, rumor has it that Baby Snakes needs at least 290 BPM to stay awake while playing.
No, that was like 6 months ago. He's probably up to like 350 at this point.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I hear
Data
that.
does drop that the SS hope's gone.
I'm sorry. It was meant to be Shiawase.
But Vlad actually still holds on to that one. So let's see whether they can actually make it.
Vlad has got some amazing SS ranks under his belt as well. Not just in a tournament, but on ranked maps as well, especially with double time. So will he be the one? Oh, and Janitor actually dropping, yeah. Wait, did he drop before?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I thought it was
a double S
accuracy.
on a miss rather than a one. Now if Shinzui can catch up and Dota keeps breaking, there is still hope. The map is over by 2/3. Still have 1/3 to go. I would not count them out just yet.
But it's gonna
this bit
take
is
a minute.
very...
Oh, what just happened to Vlad?
Oh no. Oh my god, Vlad. Okay. Now let's reconsider everything.
Yeah, hold on, just a minute.
This may actually happen, guys.
I don't know what happened there, but Poland is back in it. Or Portugal, I'm sorry.
No,
Oh.
she's... Ah. They nearly had it.
Really weird misses on this one. Weird
Yeah,
places.
I'm not getting those. I don't understand.
Yes, go Poland. I mean, they both start with PO, they both have red in their flag. It happens. You got this, Poland. Baby Snakes is still holding that. Is he FCing? No.
No, there wasn't dropping yet. They're both countries. can't deny that. Anyways, I'm sad to say that this is actually a 4-0. This will be our last match.
Our last dance, you could say. Because that's what the difficulty is called. You know.
Oh, I get it.
Oh,
That was a really smart one.
thank you. A lot smarter than my Poland comment.
Well, anyways, thank you guys, both of the teams, for that great showing. The chat for maximum, and then thank you, Mew, for actually joining me on that last match.
Oh, thank you for sharing this match with me. This was quite the
Oh,
way to
absolutely.
go out.
I enjoyed it.
This was
Now-
quite the one to end on.
Oh, it was, for sure. It took us quite a while, too. Now, with that being said, we're now slowly but surely getting into a very, very interesting part of today's stream.
And I'm actually gonna be around for that as well.
Oh, yes, you are.
We're gonna go over the round of 16 map pool, and boy do we have some surprises for you. And I'm actually gonna be joined here by the one and only Mangamizer, who is the map pool selector after all.
Won't be long. I'm very excited to see all of those maps. I won't be around to actually talk about the maps. I'll be joining the chat.
Alright, looking forward to
So-
see you there then. To
So
see your
for that
reaction.
time, for now, I'll have to say goodbye to you, chat. I'll be joining you, but you won't hear me. So I'm so glad for being here. So glad that you guys have me. So I'll be with you next weekend as a commentator. And for now, I'm out. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Stay around for the Taiko map pool showcase round of 16.
See you
with
around.
Year 104 and our newly joined person, Mango Miser. Hello.
He actually just left us again, but he should be back shortly.
Did he? Well, anyways, I'm going to be out, and I'll see you later.
See ya. Thanks
Take care,
for
guys.
joining.
Bye bye.
Alright, and Mango should be here any second. I think he's having some audio issues right now. But I don't want to say too much, but definitely look forward to the first double time map. That's gonna be quite the show.
Hello.
And I think everything's settled now. Welcome, Mango.
Am I late?
Nah,
Just in time.
we're on schedule. We've been on schedule all this time for the last match as well.
So I've heard. Alright, guess we're going with the map pool showcase now? Are we starting right now?
Yes,
Alright.
we're on the first no mod. Alright, so the theme for this map pool, what you want to look out for is the player names. Oh, the scoreboard actually just went away. Oh well. Alright, so for the first no mod, we actually have a ranked map. Recently ranked, well, not too recent, but it's mapped by Fuko. And it's his rendition of Elemental Creation, which features some pretty tricky offhand streams and also 1/8 doublets with some tricky slider placement right afterwards.
Yeah, pretty standard map. Stream map, 212 BPM, I believe.
Yeah, around there.
should be. I'd see this as sort of a consistency pick, sort of mirroring Collapse from the previous group stage. Unfortunately, I believe Collapse wasn't picked all that often in the group stage, actually. So, maybe things will be different. Maybe the finishers were the things that put people off. This map doesn't have finishers with them extremes, so could be a little better. I think we can see a lot of players going for this in a accuracy battle. Here we're entering a low SV section, though towards the end there are some more complex streams that were. I don't think hand switching is the correct term, but it's sort of awkward in terms of those kind of patterns, so you have to be a little careful there.
There's a lot of offhand cats, yeah, especially in the streams coming up here.
I should also mention that the map is OD 6.5, which isn't too demanding, but then again, it's no pushover either. And as we reach one of the final long streams, players might accidentally miss, and a possible note lock could happen, and the increased SV could throw people off. So all in all, nothing too special. Consistency is key, I hear.
The last time we've actually seen this song was 2016 in the Hard Rock Pool. Back then it was mapped by MMZZ. So this is sort of a fresh take on this song. Alright, now I believe you want to talk quite a bit about this one.
Yeah, so this is the second no mod pick map. The artist is, how do you pronounce that? Kikuo. Song Gangu Kyoso Kyoku. I think I butchered that completely. Difficulty Toyoni. Star rating is about 5.5. Listed BPM is 130. Though the song is definitely quite diverse. It kind of uses a lot of 1.8 sections. It has a lot of 1.8 sections, which means at times it can appear to feel like 260 BPM, and at times it can feel like 130 BPM technical. So right off the bat, you can see we're at a very slow SV section, which can be quite tricky to act, actually. A lot of finishers.
Yeah, the star rating is really deceiving on this one. Really deceptive. It doesn't show just how difficult the map really is. I do quite enjoy this song as well.
Yeah, we can see this low SV section, which can be quite tricky. So I'd say this map can be considered as a combination between Going Under and Caramel Custard, I would say. So it features that technical aspect of Caramel Custard, but not to the same level, I would say. Although the constant use of 1.8 could be considered a bit trickier. And then the low SV section can be paralleled with Going Under, but then again, it's not as extreme. So it's sort of in the middle.
I guess you could classify it as a technical gimmick map.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it a gimmick map. It's diverse, that's all I would say. As you can see, this song is a little bit longer than the usual 2 minutes, approximately about 2:30. OD6, not too tricky.
I wouldn't say that we've had any maps that favor any playstyle so far, but that might just change with this one. Now this is OD5. Yeah, sure. So this is OD5, which makes it a lot easier to node lock on, especially with high BPM and high density. And the main gimmick of this map, if you could call it that, are the really lengthy mono streams that are about to come up. They appear twice in this map, which is why this is a map that probably favors KDDK players. unless the DDKK players in the tournament want to go for hand switches on that, which is definitely an option because the streams are pretty isolated. But then again, we have this finisher section that also comes up twice in the song, which might then again favor DDKK because you have a much easier time hitting finishers accurately with that playstyle. And on top of that, it's also pretty technical, I would say, with a bunch of 1/3 streams that can throw a bunch of people off. And there's the first mono. It just goes on and on.
I believe it's over 60 notes long, so definitely, possibly a DDKK killer, but then again, hand switching exists, so some players will be able to find a way to get around that. Oh, by now, I noticed Twitch would have noticed that the players for these maps, it's kind of interesting. Most of the replays were done by me, but one of the replays was actually done by Anwolf himself, so you can have a wild guess as to which replay was actually done by Anwolf. It's just a little fun game we decided to come up with.
I still have no clue, to be honest. And to finish this map off, another mono. Alright, now for the longest map in the no-mod bracket. A very famous one, I would say. Pretty well known at this point, a lot of people have played it. It's ranked. Now this one is really all about consistency. There's no difficulty spikes anywhere. It's all pretty smoothed out. But it's really just gonna come down to who can keep focus on a 4-minute map, I believe it is?
It's 4:30. So the song title is Jackknife. Artist She. I believe you skipped that out. It's only a BPM of 180, so not too brisk, but it does feature a few 1/6 bursts at times, which can catch people off. Arrival is an excellent mapper in my opinion. He utilizes many slider velocity changes throughout the song as well. Mostly decreases, actually. But as you saw there are a couple 1/6 bursts. It's just 4.5 minutes of OD 6.3. A couple streams littered here and there, a couple odd patterns, a couple even patterns, a couple bursts. It's pretty diverse, I would say.
Yeah, very unique OD as well. You don't see 6.3 every day.
I believe the reason why certain mappers use OD 6.3 is that if you use hard draw, it would be OD 9.
Oh, I see.
That, or the fact that OD 6.3 is the closest you can get to 30 milliseconds, which a timing window of 30 milliseconds, which is very close to, I believe, the standard accuracy windows for official taiko no Tachijin.
Oh, that's interesting. I had no clue that so much thought goes into that.
I don't know, maybe they just, I don't know, like, you know, people use whatever OD they like. 6.6, 6.9, 6.3, whatever.
6.9. Now, I don't recall you ever alternating with your right hand like that, Mango, so is that an indicator?
Huh? What was
This
that?
playstyle doesn't look like you, so I think I have my guess.
Yeah, but this End Dolphin player seems to be able to hold combo quite well.
Yeah, he flubbed his accuracy a little in one section, but
do you feel that this map benefits any sort of playstyle?
not necessarily. I think at this point, well, obviously with 1/6 and complex streams, you might always argue that DDK is slightly at an advantage just because of patterns being a little easier to coordinate. But I feel like at this stage, most KDDK players should be able to cope with this comfortably as well. Especially since most people in the tournament have probably played this at one point or another.
It's actually a pretty popular double time map for higher level players. I think the thing about long maps is that nerves can really get to you, especially towards the end of a song. If you're rocking a 1500 combo, you're constantly, your eyes are flicking back and forth, you're looking at your accuracy, you're trying to look at the other players. It can really get to you, I think, and I think we've seen a bit of that in this tournament, in group stage actually.
It's funny that you mentioned looking at accuracy, because for the first two TWCs that I participated in, I had no clue how to disable the in-game interface yet. So what I would do to prevent myself from looking at the accuracy and getting distracted is I would just tape the screen shut. Or just have a piece of paper covering my accuracy.
That's a pretty amazing story.
Alright, now this one. This is quite a controversial pick in my opinion.
And why might that be?
It's the closest we'll come to gimmicks in this pool, I feel. I wouldn't necessarily compare it to Shiawase, but it's really tricky in its own right.
So the mapper of this is Zetra. The map is called Pluto, and we actually asked Zetra to nerf the map slightly because the original difficulty of the map featured a very high density section towards the end, and so players might be familiar with this map, but we changed it up slightly just to make it a bit more suitable for this stage.
This is pretty much the main gimmick of the map, with each cat having a higher SV than the Dons. It's not too awfully hard to read, at least in the first iteration. The second one is going to be quite a bit harder though, while the map also gets denser. And that slider is just, I don't know what to say about that slider.
There's two ways you can go about this. One is just pure memorization, and the other one is figuring out how to read this mess. And personally, I've never had much luck trying to learn how to read this, so maybe memorization is the way to go. As we can see towards the end, we have the BPM increase, which is pretty dense actually. It speeds up to 270 BPM at the very end, which makes it, I believe, the fastest map in the entire pool. Oh, at the very end though. So definitely a risky pick. I should also add that that map was HP 9 as well, so very risky pick.
Yeah, the first time we might actually see some fails in this. Alright, now,
I believe you have something to say about this map.
I do actually, yes. I almost feel like this entrance should have been swapped. This feels like, this is honestly pretty easy in my opinion. This feels like group stage material. This is definitely the safest pick that you could go for in this entire pool, I feel.
And that's where I disagree, because originally, I'll be honest with you, originally put this in group stage actually, but after judging the difficulty of all the maps in group stage, I seriously think this is a step up, because as you'll see in a moment, like currently there are a few even patterns, which can be quite tricky to read and play, especially with the awkward rhythm. But as you'll see later, the SV increases to 1.6 times regular bass, so it does get actually quite speedy. So it's quite difficult to read because it's like 256 BPM equivalent.
I feel like the only part that could trip people up here are the 1/3s, but if you're expecting them, then there shouldn't be much of an issue.
I should also add that the 1/3 section with the SV slowdown, it can be quite difficult to maintain accuracy as well.
I don't know if I agree with the high SV being an issue here, because most people do have an easier time reading hidden when the SV is a little on the high side.
I'd be tempted to agree, but I would say that only there's a cutoff, I believe, and for most players, I would say that cutoff happens at about 230, 240 BPM. That's just my thought on it.
Either way, I feel this is probably going to come down to an accuracy battle, which might just be decided by these 1/3 that appear twice in the map. I can see this being picked a lot, actually.
I can see people missing a lot. I just don't understand. Like, I feel like a lot of people would miss on this, and everyone seems to think this map is super easy. It looks very simple, but like
because it is.
But I've had the pleasure, or should I say, rather the opposite, of playing this numerous times over the past few weeks, actually, and I seriously think this is quite challenging.
This would have made more sense in Hard Rock, I feel. Like Gohigi said, that would have been a challenge. I don't feel like Hidden adds anything to this map, really. It doesn't do the gimmick of the map justice, I feel. However, this next hidden map is quite the step up from this one. This is a very technical, stream-heavy pick, with weird spacings, with blue tick streams and all that good stuff.
Viden by Anakin. Anakin, you may recognize that artist. He is the artist who did Zidanga, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
Amazing song. But anyway, Viden is 174 BPM, but features decreased SV, as you can see here. I believe it's 0.85 off the top of my head. So this is categorized as slow hidden, but as you'll see later in the map, it features a lot of very tricky streams, very odd streams, I would say.
Also with an OD of 7. While note locks might not happen, accuracy drops might. Especially with this section, like, oh my god, it's so tricky.
Yeah, there was a 1/3 section combined with 1/6 triplets. That can really hurt your accuracy.
That section is just brutal, and I think it comes up twice, actually. I know, right? I never knew N-Wolf was such a good hidden player. He must have acquired it just for this showcase.
Yeah, but as you can see, the OD7 putting in that work, accuracy's tanking, because a lot of these streams start on offbeat ticks. It can be quite tricky to find the right moment to enter in the stream.
Yeah, I could also see this being banned a lot. I mean, if N-Wolf can only get 97.8% hack on this, then how is everyone else gonna do?
Alright, and Platypus. Moving on to the hard rock.
And Platypus.
Moving on
I've
to
been
the hard
waiting
rock.
for this.
We have Akasa Garba, a set from Gainazo, but the map is actually by Backfire. Difficulty name, his signature difficulty name, Taikocalypse. Clocking in at 195 BPM, star rating of 5.7. The map is about 2.5 minutes long, and the base OD is 6, but with hard rock it boosts up to 8.4. The map features, it's fairly consistent throughout. It features mostly 1/4 patterns, but with occasional 1/3 sections transitioning into 1/4 streams. And there is, I believe, a couple 1/6 bursts towards the latter half of the map. The map itself isn't too tricky. It's mostly an SV, high SV challenge, reading challenge, and towards the end you'll see why. Anyway, Mew, what do you think about this map? Or this song in general? I love this song.
I mean, I've heard this song quite a bunch because I've been playing the ranked version of this map, or of this song, for quite a while. It's not too bad, really, until the Ki kicks in. I still believe it's the easier out of the two hard rocks. Though the SV, I believe it's around... What's the BPM of this again?
195.
195, and it speeds up to 1.1, so that's just over 210, I believe. So if you can read 210 BPM
It's roughly
hard
215.
rock, yeah. So if you can read 215 BPM hard rock, which I think is doable, people have done a lot faster stuff, then you should be fine. That one mono is going to be brutal for DDKK.
Yeah,
Oh.
but as you can see, some of the patterns are getting a bit more tricky towards the end. But clearly, N Platypus is quite proficient at hard rock, it seems.
Yeah, he's just a jack of all trades with the mods now. He's not been showing just what he's capable of. He saves all of that for his showcases.
Alright, moving on to the second hard rock pick. An ancient map that I absolutely love the song of. This map was shown to me by Tasha, actually, or Carter Freak as he is known today. At 145 BPM, you might think, what is this doing in the hard rock? Well, it's only 145 BPM, so with hard rock, it's going to be, super easy. Well, actually, I would say it's actually almost easier with hard rock, this map. But let's have a look. So this map is mapped to 1.6 base SV, so it's about 160 something BPM, the equivalent of that. And it features a lot of 1/6 patterns, as you can see. A lot of 1/6 bursts.
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
This is, in my opinion, the hardest map in the pool.
Really?
Yeah. It really depends on your playstyle. If you're KDDK, this is brutal. This is just gonna be hell for you. As a DDKK, especially seeing how most DDKK players tend to use hard rock over hidden, I feel like it's gonna be doable, or at least more viable. But it's still just wait until like the streams in the second and third Ki kick in. You're gonna see just how ruthless this one is. And it's hiding behind such an innocent song too.
Feel good song.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it.
The map isn't gonna make you feel good though.
But yeah, I'd like to think that the first half of the song, at least up until when you reach 700 combo, is sort of just to establish the setting of the low, just to get your accuracy up. But once that first stream hits you, then things are gonna get a bit intense.
Hashish Kebab, just a really amazing mapper. Really ahead of his time, I feel.
Alright, we're hitting the first stream right now. Very awkward to hit, I would say. Quite a few awkward switches for KDDK players. And the first 1/6 pattern in a stream.
Here we go. It's all downhill from here.
Or don't you mean uphill?
Uphill in star rating, downhill in score.
I think the main challenge of this map is maintaining accuracy at OD 8.4. Trying to keep accuracy while constantly switching between 1/6 and 1/4 snaps is a real challenge. And it goes on for 4 minutes almost, so it's really
It's
tricky.
trying to be as disgusting as possible for the people who can actually possibly play it with the high OD and the length. There's one more Ki coming up, if I recall correctly.
That's right, and it
It's the
features the hardest
hardest
stream.
Yes. What's the HP on this? It seems pretty high.
It is pretty high, actually. I believe it's HP 6, but with Hard Rock it boosts up to 8.4.
So another map that we might have to expect fails for.
I wouldn't think so. It's not difficult to pass, it's just really hard to get a full combo on. Because it just features so many areas where players can trip up.
And then it just ends right there while the song keeps going.
Nice way to end it, I guess.
Nosso Samba. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I am literally face palming right now.
Yeah, you go take this one. I'm just gonna leave the room.
Okay, this is a song I mapped as a joke back in the day, but it turns out a lot of people do actually like this song, and we figured it'd be a perfect fit for the round of 16 pool. At OD6 and 165 BPM, this is a real accuracy challenge. As you saw the intro, very tricky, featuring 1/12 bursts and 1/8 sections. But the majority of the middle bit of the map, which is like 80% of the map, it's just 1/4 patterns, very awkward rhythms, so it's really an accuracy battle. Miu, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's an accuracy battle for the most part. The beginning is just gonna be miss galore. And then there's some drum fills towards the end, right? Which features some questionable snapping, to say the least. I was told there's 3/16ths in this, and you all know how much taiko player love those, or taiko players.
Yeah, very many offhand patterns in this song actually, and they're a 1/12 burst again. I mean, OD6 double time doesn't sound very high, but generally those songs are well above 200 BPM, but since this song is only like 165 BPM, it's actually very difficult to have good accuracy on. And in fact, if you're not careful, you could actually end up missing just by having bad accuracy.
When I first test played this, I think I was one of the first people that you showed this to. I remember I ended up missing because I tapped my key too lightly because the song was just calming me down so much. The song was too chill, so I ended up not pressing the key down all the way.
And there we have the free 3/16 snaps. It's about, yeah. Very interesting song, I would say. Not something you see every day on OS.
Mapped by Mango, played by Mango.
Alright, do you want to take the next one?
Sure, so this is the fastest map that we've had this year. It's 267 BPM, and pretty lengthy as well. Also OD6, just like Nosso Samba, though I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier to keep good accuracy on this, if you can hold the speed, that is. This is a stamina pick, I would say. I mean...
You think so?
Yeah, 267. Sorry, it's pretty fast still in my opinion. I don't think everyone can cope with it at this stage just yet. But then again, it depends on whether they can alternate, or if they'll have to resort to single tapping. But yeah, it's just really fast. There's a lot of breaks to catch your breath though.
This song does drag on for a little while. It's just over 3 minutes in length, if I recall correctly.
It's just under 3 minutes.
Oh, it's under.
With double time, yeah.
Actually, it has the same OD as well, OD6.
Yes.
But it's 102 BPM faster than Nosso Samba. So very different kind of act.
I guess you could call this the consistency pick of the double time pool, while also requiring a lot more stamina, of
It's
course.
similar to Wushan Lan actually, but it's just longer, faster, and harder.
So pretty much a fair, reasonable step up from the group stage to round of 16.
And given how people performed on Wushan Lan, I don't think people are going to have too much trouble with this pick.
But it just drags on and on, man.
At
I
least
almost
it's a
feel
bit
like-
more exciting than Day After.
I almost feel like the fastest map in the pool, like the fast DT pick, should be the shortest map. Or the shorter one of the double times at least.
That would be boring. It's interesting to switch it around.
But you have to compensate a little. If you're gonna make it the fastest map in the pool, at least make it somewhat short. I mean, this is just gonna kill a lot of players' hands, I believe.
But yeah, we've tried balancing the pool, and I believe that both double time maps have very good contrast, I would say. They're just completely different styles. But yeah, speaking more about the map itself, it's just consistency 1/4 with the occasional 1/3 stream. Beyond that, there's nothing more to this map, so I can see this really being an accuracy battle for most teams.
What's the star rating of this? It's
5.57.
5.57, exactly.
Pretty deceptively low, I would say.
Yeah, it just doesn't have anything that inflates star rating.
Alright, moving on to free mod. This is a map by Chocola2287, or currently known as Kamizono Shinobu. No idea why he name changed. This is Black Mine, a song from Groove Coaster, I believe. Clocks in at 192 BPM. I consider this sort of semi-technical consistency pick. OD is actually very high at 7.2, which is the highest unaltered OD in the entire pool. And
Well,
given
along
that
with,
you're allowed to...
Along with Pluto.
Oh yes, of course. But given that this is free mod, you're allowed to go hard rock, hidden, or hidden hard rock. So this can go all the way up to OD10. Now, what to say about this map? So as you can see, there are a lot of 1/4 streams that end with a 1/3 section. So it's quite tricky to... You have to be very careful in these streams because it's very easy to overstream or understream those 1/3 sections because you have to be very precise with your rhythm. And right after that slider, we transition into a 1/6 plus 1/3 section, which again is quite difficult to have good accuracy on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Personally, I feel this map benefits hard rock more simply because it's easier to read the patterns, even though it is OD10. Because I feel like these patterns are actually quite tricky to read on hidden.
I would say it's actually harder than Biden still. So yeah. So do you think we're gonna see any hidden hard rocks on this?
Hard to say. I think it's definitely the more feasible of the two maps. But this SV increase at the end can be quite tricky for both mods. And then we have that final disgusting pattern that is impossible to SS.
Confirmed by you.
Alright, final free mod pick. This
Now this
map,
is a real classic.
you seem to know a great deal about this map.
Oh, I've played it a million times in multiplayer matches. It's always a go-to pick, really. It's not the background that I'm used to, because I think Backfire re-uploaded this because it used to be, or it still is a Taikocalypse. Now this is OD 6.5, so nothing too major. It has a star rating of 5.7 and a BPM of 210, which is why it probably favors hidden, because you wouldn't want to deal with streams like this map's on hard rock. However, I can see this being picked a lot, just because I feel like a lot of people are familiar with it, and it's straightforward for the most part. It definitely has its spikes. And I just love this song. I'm sorry. I don't
That's
even
fine.
want to talk over it.
Yeah, it's a good
just such
song.
a good song.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, this one definitely benefits hidden a bit more, but it's not impossible on hard rock. It's definitely well within the possibilities of most players, I would say. It's only 210 BPM. The song goes on for about 3.5 minutes. It's OB 6.5 for those who are interested. I would say hidden hard rock on this is definitely for the highest tier of players. Hidden hard rock on this is very difficult because the notes just move by so quick. You can see here we enter a 1/3 stream, which can throw some people off. I believe that is the only 1/3 stream in the entire map though.
Yes, there's some 1/6, but now this stream is just brutal as well. Definitely the hardest pattern in the entire map. But I would almost say that if you're comfortable on a Casa Garba, you might just be comfortable on this one as well.
And with a length of 3.5 minutes, I'd say there's definitely a lot of windows for players to miss on this.
You must have seen this one before as well, right?
What do you
You
mean?
pretty much can't avoid this map.
Oh,
You've played it before, right?
maybe a very long time ago, but not recently.
No.
Like you said, this was recently re-uploaded. We enter a finisher section here, which can be quite difficult, especially the D finisher DKD sections, which can definitely throw players of all playstyles off. But yeah, that summarizes the entire pool, I guess, and we're about to move on to tiebreaker. All right, hype it up, guys, because this one is a very famous map.
Even more famous than Jackknife, I would say.
All right. So, map, tiebreaker map, black or white.
Can I just say that I love the animal choice for this one?
And that
It's just perfect.
is a panda black or white? Well, anyway,
It's a
does it
zebra
really
black
matter?
with white stripes. Or... Yeah.
Now this map is very different to the style that we had planned for the group stage tiebreaker. Group stage tiebreaker, Goodbye Mr. Jack, was full of diverse snaps everywhere and very different SVs. In contrast to that, this map is actually fairly tame with sort of gimmicks and patterns. It's just streams, streams, and streams. There's nothing particularly difficult about this map. It's just a very long consistency tiebreaker. Really tests the abilities of players to remain focused, and the map itself is over 5 minutes long, so it's definitely a real challenge for nerves. You need nerves of steel to be able to get a very solid FC on this.
And let's not forget about the sort of questionable SB increase with one of the 1/3, I believe it was, which ramps up to a really high multiplier. I don't think it should be too much of an issue on no mod, but if anyone were to hard rock this, that would definitely be something to watch out for.
Yep, casual reminder that tiebreaker can be played in free mod conditions. Now, basically no one ever really tried to play the group stage tiebreaker with mods because that would be very crazy, but for this map, it's definitely very feasible. As you can see on the leaderboard, there are plenty of hard rock and hidden scores everywhere, so we know this map is definitely within the realms of possibilities. Whether or not players decide to go for that risk, however, is another question entirely.
Even if someone did decide to go for a mod, I believe it would be hidden over hard rock. Unless we'd have someone like Timmy Ackman play this.
We've had many hard rock FCs on this.
I believe there's been more hidden FCs though.
It's actually fairly even across the board. I had a look at the leaderboards actually. In general, we have it looks kind of uneven on the leaderboards because Hard Rock gets a boost from spinners, but that's not the case in Scorpio 2. So I'd say it's actually fairly even. We do have about 70 hidden or Hard Rock FCs from all players if you look at the leaderboards by mod statistics. It'd be tough to imagine players getting an SS on this, I would say. It's just too long. It's just too long. And I would like, as map pool selector, I would honestly like to see people go for mods. Like, I would like to see people take the risk and go for mods and aim for a score that's higher than 1 million.
So how often do you think this is actually going to be played?
Well, we have 8 matches next weekend. 8 very exciting matches to look forward to. I'm hoping to see at least 2 tiebreaker matches, although that's a bit of wishful thinking, I would say. I really hope we do see a lot of close matches, though.
Can I just mention that this stream just goes on and on? It's almost on Fury of the Storm levels of hit objects. That was probably like 150 notes right there, just in one stream.
I actually really love this map. I think it's mapped to near perfection, I would say. The streams are just mapped so well. I actually nominated this for Spotlights a couple months ago. It didn't win the Spotlights, but it's really good.
That's a shame, because it's really doing the song justice.
But yeah, you can see 1-6 burst within streams could catch players off if they're not ready. Alright, now that you've pretty much seen all the replays, which replay do you think was actually done by Animal?
It's gotta be Jackknife, right?
It is Jackknife.
Yeah.
There was one other replay that was not done by me, though. There was a guest appearance, but did you notice?
Yeah, you told me. I like how you tried to throw us off with switching your cats around for that one map, though. But the playstyle just gave it away.
Anyway, that concludes the round of 16 map pool showcase. We hope you have a great time practicing these maps over the next week, and I guess, yeah, have fun, and I guess we'll be seeing you next week. I believe the matches take place on Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure if it's all going to take place on one day.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, historically, they've always been done on a single day. I think they've historically been done on Saturday. Not sure.
So yeah, we'll probably see you again on Saturday. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this group stage so far. I think that what was your highlight?
I thought the highlights were when the tiebreaker was played. I was really excited to see how the tiebreaker would hold up, because I've received a lot of comments from many of the players sort of saying how the tiebreaker was quite a bit harder than all of the rest of the maps, and saying how it really would be unfair for lower seeded teams. But it turns out that, like, a lot of people, like, as we saw in the tiebreaker matches this weekend, we saw a lot of teams perform it was very neck and neck, I would say. Score difference of less than a couple 10,000 points or something. We saw a lot of great matches this weekend, I would say.
Yeah, especially that Spain versus Indonesia one, with Spain taking the unexpected win on the tiebreaker. I have to go back and watch that still. I really missed out there. But yeah, so we'll be back on Saturday.
Yep, and remember, rhythm is only a click away. So, thanks for watching.
See ya.